Hey guys, JB here. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about how YouTube literally is saving me about $2,000 a year. And then I want to give you some tips and tricks on how you can make your YouTube experience even better. So in case you don't know me, my name is JB Glossinger. I am the morning coach. That is my day-to-day business. I coach thousands of people around the world. And I'm just going to be 53 years old this year. Yep, I'm in my 50s. And so tech is what we do a lot here on this channel. But I'm also not of the real tech generation, right? Being over 50 years old. And when I started really looking into like transitioning into more tech, I always had direct TV, the satellite TV. Why? Because I love sports and I wanted to watch all my sports on direct TV. And I didn't really realize there were a lot of alternatives. A few years ago, I started watching more YouTube on my TV because there was the ability to put the smart TV YouTube feature on there, and I was listening to music. I used to listen to music and just let it play in the background, but I didn't realize there was a chance or there was entertainment value there. I had always thought YouTube was really for the younger generation and it was just kind of funny videos. Well, as I got into it, I started to recognize the fact that, hey, I could start streaming and I didn't need to pay that $200 bill or $180 bill for DirecTV anymore. I actually could use YouTube. And I think there's a lot of people out there just like me that are going, wow, I have this YouTube on my TV, but is it just for kids? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at how I watch YouTube and how I've been able to get rid of my DirecTV. Now, full caveat here. Yes, I do have some other streaming services. I love my sports. I like watching basketball and football, so I do use Fubo. But I would say 80% of my TV watching now really has to do with YouTube. So let me show you how I use YouTube, and then we can get into how I save so much money because I've been able to get rid of DirecTV and just use YouTube. So let's check it out on the TV. Now, I'm currently using Apple TV. Now, most TVs have YouTube in them already, but as you can see, because I'm using Apple TV, I just scroll to YouTube. Now, as I mentioned before, I do use some other streaming services such as HBO and Fubo and Netflix, but I'm going into specifically YouTube today because it really does contain most of my user needs, okay? And there's gonna be there's a little difference between using it on the computer and on the TV, and I want to go over that too in case you're not used to that, because again, I always thought YouTube was just for the computer and not really for TV, and so once I got using it, I started to understand a little bit more. So as we navigate into YouTube now, basically you're going to be able to see your home button. Now, here's the thing. What I look for a lot of times is the recommended channels. And you can see here, it's funny, I was watching Jim Butterfield teaching the Commodore 64. That's going to date me a little bit. But you can see as you go through, it's going to give you recommended topics. Now, I'm going to go through the computer. What's really important, because one of the key features that you're going to use is search. When you search, you're going to look for content. So here's cool tech under $100. Some of the stuff, Ledger and Nano X, cool tech under $100. These are things that you can search for. And even for me, if you search for morning coach, you're going to be able to find videos. So if we go into morning, let's see if we can find it. There it is, morning coach. And we can see iPad planner or whatever you're looking for. The search feature works really great. So you're going to see then my channel comes up here and you can see and watch a video. So here's one where everybody was angry at the Remarkable 2, which was a fun video. Now, as you find things, this is critical because you see my deep guide down below, which is great. One of the things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click into the channel and subscribe. Now, I'm going to show you something on the computer that is a little bit of an issue because on the TV, you can only subscribe. Now, the issue with that is going to be when we start looking for things to watch, because typically I'll go into the recommended area. Now, this is going to be based on the algorithm of what YouTube wants you to watch. And it's great because you can see a lot of things there, which is good. You can also see your top news. And as you scroll down, you're going to be able to see news to you, comedy, different topics that you typically look at. Now, when you get to recently uploaded, if you're not subscribed, your stuff won't go in here. Like if you don't subscribe to me, it won't show up here. And that's part of the issue with the algorithm and why we've got to set up our YouTube a little bit better. Now, again, you're going to see it on the left side by home, which is going to be your main area. And then you've got topics that you can browse by. okay? And that way you can find things that are basically that you continually look for. It's going to give you recommendations. Now, so what I do typically is I either search or I let it give me the recommendations of what I'm looking for. And obviously I like a lot of tech stuff. I like a lot of crime stuff. These are things that I watch just because it's fun to me. And these are, it's going to make recommendations based on what I watch and what I view. Again, you can go into your subscriptions. And this is good because you can go through all your subscriptions and find stuff that's coming out. So there's plenty of stuff to watch on here. Again, let's go home. Sorry, the Apple TV is a little sensitive. This is one thing I don't like, especially this remote. It is very sensitive. But if you go home, then you're going to be able to see what it's recommended. And again, I'm going to show you on the computer how you need to set this up, because sometimes this can be a problem because you might miss a lot of good stuff if you're not hitting the alert bell, but I'll go over that in a minute. And again, originally, my whole concept was to come in here and watch music and videos, and that's how I got started. And now, really, I find myself coming in here to the home page, finding things to watch. Again, Jim Butterfield teaching the Commodore 64 in 1984. Just a fun video I was watching the other night. I leave the relaxing video for dogs on for Neo, and then, which is fun, a lot of times I use the search feature. Okay. Again, YouTube is saving me money. That's one thing we're having fun with today. I'm doing a video on this, and you can see a little bit about YouTube here and what's going on. But the reason YouTube is saving me money is because I'm not using cable TV anymore. Okay. So again, you navigate to YouTube, use the search function, you subscribe. Again, one of the important things, if you like this channel, is that you go into, let me pause it and you click subscribe if you like it. Okay. Very important. Now, let me go on the computer and show you how you can manage this a little bit better so that you get a better experience on your TV. Because the good thing about YouTube is on your computer you use it, but you can also use it on your TV. And the combo of those two really creates a great viewer experience. And again, one of the cool things is it's inexpensive. It's free with ads. And then if you're a YouTube Premium member, which I am, you pay a little bit every month, and then you don't even get the ads. So really cool way to save money. But let's go in the computer and take a look at some of the more specific things you can do to organize your YouTube a little bit better to make the viewer experience better on TV. Okay, now we're in the computer, and as you can see, it's the same. You've got your home. The only difference is you can see your subscriptions. But the key thing that's different, and here's one of my videos, what devices do I do personally? You can add to queue or watch later, but the thing that you really want to look for is when you find something that you really enjoy and you like, is obviously hit the like buttons, that helps. But this area right here, subscribing and hitting the alert bell are critical, because if you don't put on all notifications, it's not going to show up in your home screen, okay? So you not only want to subscribe, but you also want to hit all. And that's what's so critical, because then when you come home, any video that comes out of the stuff you like is going to come here. So when you're searching for videos, and you can see here, so you can see morning coaches there, but let's see, you're looking for daily productivity. Let's go with Ink, because we'll go with Ink and see if we can find Voya if he comes up here. So if we come up, this is all Ink. There I am. Okay, so there's a color of Ink. Because I'm subscribed, it shows up. There's a good e-reader, guys. And then, of course, we support Voya a lot. So let's go. So let's see if we found something from my deep guide. See if he comes up there. There he is. Okay, so there's Voya. We always love Voya. So let's say we're like watching this video and you're like, man, this is really good. Voya is doing a great job with this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subscribe. Okay, so we need to make sure we subscribe, cancel. And then we need to make sure all notifications are turned on. And that way, anytime Voya brings a video up, this is actually this is my personal one, you're not going to see him on your homepage. Not only are you going to see him on your homepage, you're also going to see him on your home on your TV. And on the TV, you can only subscribe, and that's the issue. Where here, you can actually, you can hit the alert bell, which is really critical if you're going to use this to save money on TV. And what's going to happen then, your selections are going to come up. See, there you go. Again, Voya comes up. There I am. Again, because these are things that I've subscribed to and hit the alert bell. So the key thing to setting up your YouTube is actually kind of get it set up on the computer. Make sure you subscribe and hit the alert bell to the content that you enjoy, right? Really critical. And then you can go to on the TV, and your home is always going to give you good selections of things that you want to watch. And that way you won't miss videos. So like if you like the stuff we do here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Less than 8% of the people typically do that. And I think a lot of that has to do with understanding how to use YouTube and then always having something to watch. You know, the cool thing is with YouTube now, there's, I mean, literally millions and millions of hours of content put up consistently. So there's no reason to really spend a lot of money on the traditional media sources anymore. I know it's killing DirecTV and the cable. I remember when I was young and cable came out, it was so exciting. But YouTube is super exciting too, with the ability to find individual creator content. I know all of it's not great. In fact, a lot of my videos sometimes aren't the best. But I'm going to continue to do the best that I can to bring you good entertainment and have some fun as we continue to grow this channel, i.e. community that I always say, because it is more of a community than a channel. I hope this video did help you in thinking of a different way to use YouTube that can actually save you money and start to provide some entertainment and some content for you through your TV and your computer by using that subscribe and that alert bell and turning on all notifications for the stuff that you really like to watch, so you don't have to hunt all the time and you can get that YouTube algorithm working for you. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up, that helps the YouTube algorithm. That gets it to more people. And as always, to subscribe and hitting that alert bell does help the community here. So thanks for watching. More coming. Lots of love to you. Until the next video, go have a great one.